just had to make a quick video about it because I'm literally on YouTube right now watching someone else who made a video about it. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the top things, actually, start over. NJ2THECITY, rapper, singer, songwriter. East Ambassador, VRA Hawk Ambassador. Other things that I can't name there. Let's get into it though.
Oh yeah.
A independent conservative, a black independent conservative. Things that I say in other videos, to start things off. One of the top things that I cannot stand about being a independent, can't stand about being a conservative, Christian conservative. Yeah, I'm thinking to myself like, what?
They're all again same
thing. It's just it's just the way I put one word from the other in other videos. I'm just trying to make sure, and so on. But yeah, let's get into the meat and bones of this situation. One of the top things that I cannot stand about the Christian conservative commentary is we reach on each other like it ain't nobody's business, and or we reach on each other just as much as the secular mainstream news outlets do, literally, because Lecrae and Andy Mineo's song titled "Coming in Hot" is a dope song. Who gives a flying crap whether it mentions God 20 times or 5 times? Who gives a flying crap? Okay? If the song blows up into the millions, and gets up there at a Drake level, the Weeknd level, that's a good thing. Why do you say that, Nate? Because especially for me, when I listen to music, I'm like, oh, who made that song? Lecrae, Andy Mineo. You're gonna be automatically like, let me look up who these guys are, and then you're gonna flush through the rest of their music archives. So one way or another, you're getting the Christian content. It just might not be shoved into your face immediately with the first song you hear by them. And at least for me, this is what I mean when I say that a lot of us Christian conservatives, we reach on each other literally the same way that the secular mainstream reaches on, dare I say, us, etc. And isn't that amazing, honestly, to an extent? Because here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, the way I write is vice versa, very Christian. So I can't deny if you were to, call me a Christian rapper, I really don't care. Call Christian rapper, Christian singer, I don't care what you call me really when it comes to that stuff. Because I ain't gonna lie, I write pretty much Christian, predominantly. Because there's some songs that I end up writing that I don't mention God or Jesus anywhere in there, but most of the songs, most of the time, 9 out of 10, I'm writing something. I have somewhere about God and Jesus somewhere in there, whether it's one line, whether it's a whole paragraph, you get the point, and so on. The top reason why I got into music back in definitely a decade ago, was because of the fact, being, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to show to the world that you could make good, clean good, clean rap music, not even the Christian part in there. I just want to show the world you can make good, clean music. Actually, screw it. Let me actually add another word in there. I wanted to show the world that you can make good, clean rap music is what I wanted to show the world. The music happens to have a lot of Christian sentiments in it. Because that just happens to be the way I write, because I'm a Christian, etc. So, whether you want to label the music as Christian or not, I really don't care, quite honestly. I just know I write what I want to write, I record what I want to record, put it out to the masses, and try to market it the way that I feel to market it, and so on and so on. But I'm just saying, from my viewpoint, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, I've watched enough of Christian conservative commentary, or conservative Christian commentary, and I can assure you, the top thing that pisses me off watching as much of it as I do at times is because a lot of us reach on each other the same way the secular mainstream reaches on us, and so on. It's amazing. It really is amazing. But we do, because I'm telling you, who gives a flying crap whether Coming in Hot has 20 Jesus lines or none? Who cares? Who cares? Especially if I made an entire archive full of God, Jesus, me. Who cares? Who cares? You can be 116 and unashamed about that life without every single lyric in your songs or every single thing you do in your everyday life. Come on, you get the point. You can do it. It's video last month that said some of the most popular mainstream, depending on what your definition of mainstream is, but definitely, in terms of the millions category, some of the most famous million, some of the most famous music artists that are in the millions with their views. They started off in the church, ladies and gentlemen. Quote me on that. They started off in the church. So who gives a flying crap? They started off in the church. Who gives a crap whether or not you have Jesus 20 times or none? Who cares? Your roots are there, and God willing, as long as when you're put up to the spotlight to answer some Christian questions, some church questions, some Jesus questions, as long as you godly honor / answer them right, and you don't tiptoe and pedal or whatever the case could be. Who cares? Who cares?
I mean, I literally was watching.
Watching a video a month ago or two ago that literally said, why are we shaming the Christian, or why is the Christian community, Christian hip hop community or whatever, shaming, or the fans or whoever, shaming the Christian artists, the underground Christian artists, or mainstream within the Christian artist genres, I get the point. Why are we shaming them for end up going up to the secular mainstream? Why are we shaming them? Why are we shaming them for going, for eventually being elevated? We're supposed to be elevated, if you were to ask me. We're supposed to be elevated. As long as we don't get there and then say stuff like homosexuality isn't a sin, or the Bible, says nothing about it being a sin, and as long as we don't completely embarrass ourselves like that, we're supposed to be elevated we're supposed to be treated like every other artist on the face of this. We're supposed to be. We're supposed to be elevated to the upper echelon, secular mainstream, get those millions and millions and millions. We're supposed to. We're supposed to be elevated, ladies and gentlemen. Whichever demographic you want to put in this equation, we're supposed to be elevated to it. We're supposed to be elevated to a Drake level, to a The Weeknd level. As long as we don't clearly tell you something as stupid that, hey, homosexuality isn't a sin, as long as we don't tell you something like that, we're okay. Be happy for us. Be happy. Because the fact that you're reaching on us now, at least if you were to ask me, is just garbage. It's absolutely garbage. As long as we're not saying something like that on the world stage, you shouldn't have any problem with us reaching the world stage. And that's the problem that I can't stand within the conservative Christian community. Why are we reaching on each other like that? Huh? Why? Think about it. We're supposed to, especially if you want to just break it down to just basic talent levels and yada yada. Fam, we're winning. As long again, we are winning. As long as we don't sell, as they call it, sell out, bend the knee on the world stage, then be happy for us that we made it to the world stage and we're getting bigger and more people are hearing the gospel in some type of way. Whether it's off of the song that we got the biggest off of, or whether it's off, or not. Because since I got plenty of time in this video, Enough, my favorite rapper. I'll say the third time. Enough, my favorite rapper. His #1 song, "Let You Down," has no sentiments of God, Jesus, Christianity in it. His other two biggest songs, Lie and what's the other one? Lie and If You Want Love. I swear I love If You Want Love. What I think is Lay You Down was good, but what I think his other two radio records should have been was If You Want Love and 3 a.m. 3 a.m. was so dope. But as I'm continuing here,
some of his biggest
songs have nothing to do with Christ. Nothing. So what are you gonna attack him to? Ladies and gentlemen, think about it. Be happy that we made it to the world stage. And as long as we don't bend the knee, as long as we don't bend the knee, to something as simple as whether homosexuality is a sin or not, you should be happy for us. And so on. If you were to personally ask me, because I'm just saying, to hear people say, oh, Coming In Hot has no Jesus, no God, no nothing in it, and yada yada, I'm like, who cares? The rest of my music has God and Jesus all over it. Think about it, And a case to defend Lecrae, defend Andy. Who cares? Again, like I just said in the beginning of the video, if you're anything like me, which I think most people in this context are, once you hear the song coming in hot, you're gonna be like, oh, who made this? It sounds pretty dang dope. Okay, Lecrae, Andy, you're gonna look them up and you're gonna see, okay, and you're gonna listen to all the rest of their music that has God, Jesus, yada. I mean, that's how it works. That's how it's supposed to go. And I'm telling you, and just off the basic talent level, because we're all humans on this earth. If we are talented enough, put in the work, and people buy into us enough, and we reach the world stage, whether we are Christian or not, you should be happy for us, as long as we are not verbally selling out our morals, our values, our faith, the Christian community. Or actually, yeah, forget that in this sentence, but you get the point. You should be happy. You should be absolutely happy. As long as they're not selling you a bunch of mediocre garbage and expecting you to, just eat it up like it's the best thing since sliced bread, you should be happy. Stop reaching on each other because we make it to the world stage. We're supposed to, based off pure talent. Pure talent. No religion, even in the sentence. Just off pure talent. Everyone's supposed to make it to the world stage. As long as you don't verbally sell out. Even Lauren Daigle, she made it there too. Think about it. Her and enough pretty much made it there at the same time. And as long as they don't go in interviews and clearly make a complete fool of themselves, ladies and gentlemen, you're supposed to be happy for them that they made it to the world stage, because they're supposed to make it to the world stage. Christian or not, based off pure talent, you're supposed to make it to the world stage. Dang. Because even I'm looking at everybody's numbers and I'm like, I know this person is talented. I'm hearing them, I'm like, wow, this person is gifted. Why aren't they on the world stage yet? They should be. That's where I'm headed, etc. I can name a plethora of artists that should be on the world stage. I'm like, these people are so dope. How are they not on the world stage yet? And so on and so on. And definitely the biggest point there is, ladies and gentlemen, let's stop reaching on each other and pretending to know more than what we do, because we don't know anything at times. Okay. Now, some people can, view this video whichever God-first way you want to view it, because I know the way I'm viewing it. The way I'm viewing it is, I am a Christian, but I also like to think down to earth at times, and not just shove my propaganda down someone's throat, or you could even say my Christian propaganda down someone's throat, in terms of, once again, being mad at you that you made it farther than me, or being mad at you that you made it to the world stage off of your pure talent, when that's exactly where I'm trying to go, etc. It's like saying, you're just mad at me for making it where you wanted to go, and yada, yada, yada. And especially that person made it there without selling out, then you should be happy for them. Yeah, again, we need to start being more happy for each other rather than tearing each other down and pretending to be righteous for it, because we can point out that one scripture, Ephesians 5:11, where it says, have no fellowship with those who force of darkness, but rather expose them. Again, pretty much a lot of us at times, we can and will expose ourselves. Wait till they get to the world stage. If they bend the knee, they're exposing themselves. We don't need to be reaching on them thinking that we're exposing them, for not mentioning God and Jesus enough in this song or this article or whatever you want to call it. Now, I think the ending of this video, it totally makes sense, ladies and gentlemen. We're supposed to make it to the world stage. Some of the most popular music artists in the world, some of the most popular, made it to the world, made it to the world stage who were Christian. And if I'm not mistaken, Whitney Houston, vice versa, grew up in the church. Ladies and gentlemen, let that sink in. Some of the most popular mainstream artists in history were Christian. Okay? Were Christian. And or started off in the church. So based off just talent alone, you're supposed to make it to the world stage whether you are Christian or not. And if you are Christian, depending on how deep you go into Christianity, but I think the homosexuality thing is one of the most basic roots of Christianity, honestly. So if you get that wrong, then God is your judge and witness. I think that's the most simplest one in the Bible ever. But that's just my opinion. Again, if I have to harp more on this, I will. If I don't, I don't. God bless you. Other-NJ2THECITY out.